right. Oh my God, packed house. That is so cool. Can you guys hear me? I mean, even if I didn't have a microphone, you could hear me, I think. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys excited to have the most awesome Saturday ever? I mean, excited for another episode of TNM Tonight? Yeah. Does everybody who wants Tecate have Tecate right now? I don't want anybody to go thirsty. Sweet. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, I am so excited about the show. We've got some great comedy. We've got a great guest. And we have an amazing band coming up. My favorite part of the show is probably our host, Devon. And there has been a slight hiccup. I don't want you guys to get too worried. I can hear from the groans that you're not admitting that it's a big deal. Oh, boo. No. Calm down. Devon can't actually make it tonight. He got called away to a job interview in New York, and it's really important. So he's going to be doing that. But it's okay because of Skype. So we're going to Skype him in. He's going to host the show via Skype, and I know it's a little unorthodox, but Skype, it's going to be a thing. So all right. Daniel, can you put Devon on the video?
Yep.
Loading. Okay. Hey, Devon. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Am I on? Hey, Austin. How's it going?
Fantastic. How you doing, Devon?
It's great. I'm hanging out, eating dinner. I got some Brooklyn pizza, and it sucks. They don't have Tecate up here. I'm drinking a Molson. It's the Tecate of the Great White North, eh?
That's nice. That's an interesting view. Is that the World Trade Center?
No, that got blown up a while ago. That's the thing that they rebuilt. It's like the fuck you terrorist towers or something. It's supposed to look like two middle fingers flipping off anyone who doesn't like freedom.
Wow.
That's what some guy on the subway told me.
Any celebrity sightings, Devon?
I did see Lena Dunham at a Dippin' Dots the other day, actually, in Brooklyn.
Wow. They have Dippin' Dots in New York?
Yeah, they're actually everywhere for some reason. I don't really know why. Odin, sorry to interrupt though, but I'd love to chat more. I kind of got to start my show, so if you don't mind, I'm going to start the monologue. If you could get off stage.
Knock him dead.
All right, folks. Thank you, Odin, for the introduction. He's right. We've got a great episode ready for you guys. This Skype thing, pretty sure it's going to work out. Let's talk about the news. Big issue right now, of course, is the NSA has been monitoring private citizens' phone emails. Fortunately, I have learned from my internet browser. Little celebrity gossip. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian have had a baby, and they named it North. That name, I don't... Michael Douglas, cancer.
I'm sorry. Hey, Devon, the Skype is glitching a lot. I think we might have to... no,
can you hear me?
We might have to cut it short and cut this bit. Sorry.
You're trying to cut me out of... You can't steal my show, Odin. It's my show.
Nobody's trying to steal anything, guys. It's just that these folks came here to see a show, and they can't even hear the jokes. And I think we might have to switch gears and figure something else out. Are you busy? Are you doing something on your computer?
No, I'm on.
Are you on AOL Instant Messenger?
No, why would I be on AOL?
I'm
totally...
You tell me.
Hold on, I just have to check this one thing.
Fuck you, Devon. Oh my God. I have fucking had it with this guy. Just always toiling in your shadow.
Odin.
And this is really disrespectful.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, guys, but I've been bottling this up for a long time, and I have fucking had it. You should try working with this guy. It is ridiculous.
Can I say one thing?
No. Shut up. Your fucking pizza and your big New York bullshit. Nobody gives a shit, right, guys?
Odin, stop. Can I say one thing?
Fine. What, Devon?
Live from New York, it's TNM Tonight!
It's TNM Tonight!
the president of the internet, Eric Sprague. Musical guest, Basketball Shorts. With your host, Devon Tincknell. Ladies and gentlemen, Devon Tincknell.
Woo! What is up, Austin? Oh my God, it is good to be here tonight, folks. We have a great show for you, but before we get started, I want to talk about something serious. I want to talk about the big news that has been going on in Austin at our very own state capitol. As you all probably know, Governor Rick Perry has called, Rick Perry, has called for a second special session in order to pass the restrictive abortion bill that Senator Wendy Davis successfully filibustered. That was cool when that happened. Cheer for that. And the outrage over this led to a massive rally at the Capitol on Monday. Thousands attended, included yours truly. It was really cool. Like, in all seriousness, it was a really cool event. It's awesome to see the community come out to fight something that we don't agree with and to really just get a hands-on approach to the political process. The only bummer was when I went to go home, I realized I'd locked my keys in my car. So I had to go back to the protest and borrow a coat hanger. I had a bet with the writers about whether or not you guys would get that, because you see, the protesters have a coat hanger. No one's doing anything with the coat hanger at the protest. Glad you guys were on board. But I don't know how much you know about this bill, but it would severely limit a woman's ability to access abortion in the state of Texas. If passed, it will close 37 out of 42 clinics, leaving 5 for the entire state of Texas. An earlier draft of this bill was even more restrictive and mandated that in order to receive an abortion, first, a woman had to sink a basket from half court. Let's move on to some lighter news. Let's do that. A recent survey of frozen TV dinners rated Hungry Man as the least healthy since it contains almost 3,000 milligrams of sodium. Hungry Man refuted this claim, pointing out that the sodium mostly comes from the lonely tears of hungry men. A little more research. You do a lot of research when you're writing a monologue. Researchers found that some people making over $100,000 a year still claim they live paycheck to paycheck. Right? That's crazy. The survey advised these people to focus more on saving, to limit their expenditures, and go fuck themselves. International news, a South Korean artist has designed a typeface that is supposed to protect your messages from the NSA. Of course, if you really want people to think what you're writing is insignificant, you could just use Comic Sans. If you don't like typeface jokes, get out right now. This show is 90% font humor. I'm not kidding. Brought to you by Helvetica. But no, the big news right now in America that we should be paying attention to, aside from the Zimmerman trial crap, is the NSA has been wiretapping on Americans. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty freaked out because my OkCupid profile name is sexy bomb guy _ I'm going to kill the president / I'm not joking. My garage is filled with enough fertilizer to blow up a middle school, 69. So, you know where to find me. Leaking secrets and traveling around the world, NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden has become the most wanted international fugitive since Carmen Sandiego. According to recent clues received by the CIA, Snowden is believed to be in the country with the world's largest landmass, and is seeking asylum with a nation whose capital is Quito. All right, guys, we do have a great show for you tonight. I'm going to come over and sit at my desk. Now, some of you who know me might know this, but this is my final episode since I am indeed moving to New York City. Don't boo me. You're just going to make me leave halfway through the show. Jeez. But since I'm going, before I do, my good friend, you saw him out here earlier, my producer, my sidekick, Odin, also happens to be a very high-level wizard. And so we wanted to bring him out to give me a little sagely advice before I start my trip. So if you guys could welcome my sidekick and wizard, Odin Amador, everybody. Looking sharp, buddy.
Right back at you.
All right, so how do you want to do this? Do you want to read my palms, or are we going to do a little tarot?
I don't know, Devin. I'm pretty good. I'm a little higher level than that stuff. So just, ask me anything about your future, and we'll try and discern it.
Well, I think I'm worried about getting a job. How is that going to go?
Wait!
Oh my God, it's the president of the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the president of the internet. Mr.
Hello! Hello, my children! You're all so fucked up!
Why would you say that?
People look up weird shit on my internet.
That is true.
Devin, poor, sweet, simple Odin. Sweet, naive, beautifully dumb, smallest cabbage in the Cabbage Patch Odin.
What have you been searching for, Odin?
I just really like cat videos, I guess.
We all do. Listen, I don't want to mince words. I'm here to bestow upon you a great honor.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Finally, some recognition for the good work we've been doing.
In honor of being some of the biggest assholes on the internet, I want to give you the keys to the internet.
All right.
Whatever it is I want.
That's pretty cool.
Don't get too excited.
Nice toss, Mr. President.
Right. Bottle opener.
That.
Give me besos. Give me kisses.
Oh.
The keys to the internet might look mysteriously as though they're the keys to a 2007 Hyundai Accent. That they are. The internet is just a moderately priced sedan and hatchback. Oh, Devin.
Oh, Mr. President.
What are you going to do with yourself there? You weren't made for the big city, Devin.
Eat pizza for breakfast, illegally stay in a hotel, befriend a crazy bird lady who turns out to have a heart of gold.
Isn't that what you do now?
Pretty much. Well, Mr. President, thank you so much for these Honda Accent keys.
Hyundai!
Hyundai!
Hyundai! God damn it, it's not a Honda, it's a Hyundai! I don't drift.
Well, I think we've drifted away from your point. So, thank you so much for being on our show, Mr. President. It's been a great, slightly dubious honor.
It's been okay for me.
All right.
Besos?
Oh my God. Oh, wow.
That is one president that supports same-sex marriage, I can tell you that.
Goodbye, my children!
The president of the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Very excited about this. We have the third place winner in this year's Funniest Person in Austin contest. He's one of my favorite comics in town. Give a warm round of applause for Cody Hustack. Kill him, baby.
I started getting pubes when I was 6. I get them from the shower drain at my local Y. It's true what they say, you never know how many pubes you have until you let them dry out. Just finished my first script. It's something I'm very proud of. It's about a pet hoarding couple who are going through a very messy divorce called All Dogs Go to Kevin. Did you know that by counting the stretch marks on a person, you can calculate their will to live? Every morning I start with a little bit of a mental exercise. Before I even roll out of bed, I'll place a book on my stomach and I'll stack pennies as high as my morning would. The catch being that neither can fall within 29 minutes of the other. A little exercise that I call Twin Towers. And ladies, if you're wondering, the pennies play the part of the South Tower. What I'm trying to tell you is I think our government killed Dale Sr. Drive to Sonic between 2 and 4 for half-price drinks. Or rollerblade there anytime for free food and money. Used to always wear a sweater on my waist. I thought it looked so cool until I realized it looks like an invisible man is giving you a reach around. Some cunt told me I don't tell enough jokes that women can relate to. So I remember this one girl I dated. She came crying home from the gynecologist because she had poop in her vagina. Luckily, he called back an hour later to apologize. It turns out he had the diagram upside down. Her poop was exactly where it was supposed to be, you guys. Back to jokes for the fellas. Had an erection that lasted for more than 4 hours. I was so embarrassed, didn't want to go to the doctor, so I just let it sit in a bowl of milk until it got soggy. Not only had I solved my problem, but I had a bowl of flavored milk. Someone told me, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. I told them, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And what the fuck you're talking about, I don't know. Liposuction isn't a walk in the park. I think that's what makes it so appealing to fat people. Thank you, guys. Ben Cody Hustak.
Cody Hustak, everybody. All right, guys, we are very excited for our guest tonight. You might have seen him on a Ripley's Believe It or Not special. You might have seen him hosting the Jägermeister something something tour. And you might have seen him around town looking like a green person. Put your hands together for Eric, the Lizardman Sprague. Oh, cheers, buddy.
Cheers, man. How you doing?
Thanks, Tecate.
Get that plug in there.
So, Eric, I've got to ask, how did this happen?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about these fashionable threads you're wearing, my friend.
Oh, it's these are Dickies cargo pants.
Those
and
look
this
like
is a
Dickies.
Jersey's tee, yeah. And this is 20 years of abusing my body in the name of art, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So what happened? Did you have a weird dream and you said, you know what, I would like to be a human lizard, and you just went with it?
Now, I was studying performance art at a small liberal arts college in upstate New York, and I struck upon this idea of permanently transforming my body as an artistic statement, and I went with it.
You were at a small liberal arts college and you committed to something. That's actually pretty impressive.
That's right. I didn't say I was doing well there. I did.
So how long has it taken you to complete this transformation? I mean, what were the stages that you went through?
Not actually complete now. I do have empty scales on my
Off.
body.
Get out.
So yeah, that's it. All right.
Fraud.
I'll be back in a year or two. But the outline does go over my entire body now. It's been, this is actually the 20-year anniversary of when I started getting tattooed in 1993. Is that right? You're applauding my procrastination in that I haven't managed to finish in 20 years. I appreciate that. But, so what I had the idea, and I actually spent 3 years planning and designing it, and then I began getting tattooed and having the surgeries done that have brought me to the point where I am now.
So I guess the main surgery that really made your name in the body mod scene was getting your tongue split, correct?
Right. I invented the surgical procedure for splitting the tongue, bifurcation of the tongue.
Ladies, Bezos, Odin, Bezos.
Oh, I'm into it. My heart.
How did you invent this?
In 1997, tongue splitting was basically an urban legend amongst the body modification community. Lots of people talked about seeing somebody or hearing about somebody having it done, but nobody could provide any documentation or proof. I got it into my head that I wanted my tongue to be split, and I'm a pretty stubborn person, so I spent a little while researching it, came up with an idea of how it could be done, went to an oral surgeon, and then convinced him to do it as an experiment with me as the guinea
$100
pig.
across the desk.
That's right. Yeah. It's actually a little bit more than that.
I imagine so. And so then it spread like wildfire, I guess.
Well, there was a slow ramp up. It's the two things that I'm generally credited for within the history of body modification are
Being
not
a
only-
human lizard.
Right. The creation of the procedure and having it done, but then sort of becoming the evangelical person for tongue splitting. I got online, I got on TV shows, and I kind of went, yeah, you've all heard this is possible, you've all thought it was possible, well, I'm here to tell you that it is, and this is how it's done. And that gradually sort of ramped up a procedure where we went from, in 1997, the first person to get their tongue split, to by about 2000 or 2001, we estimated there were at least 2,000 people worldwide. Now we estimate there's probably 6,000 to 8,000 split tongues in the world, and they are all, in some sense or another, my philosophical progeny.
You guys could take over a small Texas town and just outnumber everybody. And when the travelers stop, they're like, there was something weird about that town. I can't put my finger on it.
This was one of my dreams. My early merchandise for my sideshow was a Freak Army uniform that you could buy. You could get a Freak Army hat, Freak Army shirt, badges, stickers, all these things. Because I did envision just an army of snake-tongued people following me as we took over the world.
Isn't that kind of an oxymoron, though, to have an army? I guess an army of freaks works, but
It's sort of
an
like
army
it's
of
like,
all identical freaks.
well,
Isn't
no,
that
it's like Spartacus's army.
Gotcha.
Right? It's one gladiator is worth 10 soldiers. Well, one freak is worth 100 normals.
You're just tired of being able to spot when someone stands up and goes, I am the lizard man.
That's
Everyone's like, no, it's still that guy. It's
Yeah,
totally still that guy.
I'm gonna get crucified. You wait, it'll happen.
What would happen if they had to put you in a police lineup? Where do they find ringers?
People think I'm crazy and that I would have problems with law enforcement, but this is a built-in defense.
Yeah.
Obviously discrimination.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Driving while colored, it's a real thing.
But so how does that work when you try and go through TSA? Are they wary of you?
It really depends on how professional the security people are. So obviously the TSA are the worst because they're at the bottom. Basically, people who are going to commit crimes don't like to call attention to themselves. So most professional security people look at me and they go, he'd have to be a real idiot to be doing something like this in front of me.
Yeah.
So very often they do the procedure, they check the ID, whatever, and then they just send me right through. I actually get bonuses at airports and places like that where if somebody recognizes me and they happen to be a fan of Ripley's or of Sideshow or anything like that, I often get pulled out, and it's funny because as I'm getting pulled out, the other people in line will be like, See, I knew they'd pick him. I knew they'd pull him aside. A random screening, sure.
Yeah.
Well, what's really happening is they're pulling me off to the side, taking a picture with me and sending me on my way. So I get less screening than you guys.
If you're tired of waiting in long security lines, you now have another recourse.
There you go.
So you're not just a fully tattooed person, you're also a performer.
Right.
What is it that you do, sir?
What is it I do? I actually, because to make a living as a performer, you need to have as many different revenue streams as you can. I do everything anyone will let me. I do traditional sideshow, I do modern sideshow, I do performance art, I do stand-up comedy, I front a band, and I've also written and self-published a book. So I'm desperate to do anything other than get a job.
Everyone that wanted to look down at you because you're a freak was like, oh.
Yeah, it sucks because most people, I get it. Yeah, I understand that you guys are prejudiced because that's how you've been raised. Everything in your lives has taught you to always believe that somebody that looks like me has to be fucking up more than you. But as it turns out, yeah, I've got a degree and a house and a beautiful wife and
When was the last time you blacked out?
That'd be Rot Rally a couple of weeks ago. Just because you're successful doesn't mean you don't black out. You black out more. You don't have shit to worry about. I have my shit together. Like, if you pass out and don't wake up and go to work, you're fucked. I'm self-employed. I can just give myself the day off and get fucked up.
Not bad. Well, I hear that you have a trick that you wanted to delight our audience with.
I do have something I'd like to do for you guys. Now, I don't know how familiar any of you guys are with sideshow. In the world of sideshow, we do very real and very dangerous things. Now, contrast this with magicians who like to make you think they do real and amazing things. Well, they've stolen from the sideshow for years. They've taken things and they've taken sword swallowing. They've made fake sword swallowing. They do escapes where in the sideshow, if you see someone escape getting chained up, that's really happening. With a magician, there could be all sorts of real fakery going on. So I've taken a magician's trick. You might have seen little spikes like these. Very often they'll put bags over them. And the magician will come out and he will use his mental powers to determine which one the spike is under. And then he'll just show you the spike. That's fucking boring. Right? What you want to see is when he slams his hand down on the back, you want to see him mess up and slam it down on the spike and have it go all the way through his hand.
Is that what you're going to do?
No.
Okay. Because we are not insured at all.
I'm going to do better than that. If I was a magician, I might slam my hand down on it. But I'm a sideshow freak. So I'm going to slam my face down on it. Oh. Stay up. You guys are all into this, right? Yeah.
I am.
There we go. Come on. Devon, give me a hand here.
Holy shit!
Ta-da!
David Comey, eat your heart out. Well, that was insane, my friend. I hope nobody lost their Tecate over that.
I got mine.
So what else do you have upcoming? You're a performer, you're traveling around the world. What you got in store?
Well, I will be here at home in Austin, which means I'm going to be bouncing around at open mics, comedy clubs. I'll be on Last Chance Comedy at the Velveeta Room coming up this Friday night. And then in September, I'm going to New Zealand. I'm doing a 28-day tour of all of New Zealand. So if you guys are coming to New Zealand, come on out and buy some tickets, get the toes.
Are there 28 places to go in New Zealand, or?
That's what they're telling me. I don't know.
The next Hobbit movie, right?
Who knows?
Stupid obvious joke.
Gollum's older brother.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for being on the show. It's been a pleasure. If anybody wants to try out the spike, he can help you out after the show. He'll be in the lobby.
If you want to check it out right afterwards, you check it out.
You can just, he'll shove it right in for you. All right, guys, that has been most of our show. We will be moving out into the lobby for a very special musical performance by Basketball Shorts.
Ladies and gentlemen, Basketball Shorts!